What if I told you that the sunny, glamorous, larger-than-life Golden State we all know today was built on a foundation of myths, madness, blood, ambition, and pure human insanity? A place that went from a fictional Black Amazon queen in a Spanish fantasy novel to a country that existed for only 25 days, to the scene of the wildest treasure hunt in human history. Today, California is the fifth largest economy in the world, but almost no one knows the real, raw, untold story of how it rose and how much it cost. So, take a deep breath, buckle up tight, because we're about to uncover the untold history of California. Chapter 1: The Myth That Became Reality. It all started with a lie, or rather, a fantasy novel that became dangerously real. Back in 1510, a Spanish author named Garci Rodriguez de Montalvo wrote a wildly popular book. In that book, he created a mythical island paradise ruled by a powerful, beautiful Black Amazon queen named Califia. She was strong, fearless, and her island was overflowing with gold and precious gems. Now fast forward more than 300 years. When Spanish explorers finally sailed up the coast of what we now call California, they saw the beautiful land, the rolling hills, the dramatic coastline, and they genuinely believed they had discovered the island of Queen Califia. They looked at each other and said, "This must be it." And just like that, a complete work of fiction gave birth to the name California. Chapter 2: The Forgotten First People. Long before any European ship appeared on the horizon, California was already one of the most culturally rich and diverse places on the entire planet. Over 110 different tribes lived here, speaking more languages than the rest of North America combined. They thrived for thousands of years in perfect harmony with nature, from the towering redwood forests in the north to the scorching deserts in the south. They built complex societies, traded across vast distances, and developed deep spiritual connections with the land. But in 1769, the Spanish arrived with soldiers and missionaries. They built 21 missions across the state. What followed was one of the darkest chapters in California's history. Disease, forced conversion, brutal labor, and cultural destruction wiped out nearly 90% of the native population in some areas. A tragedy that most American textbooks still barely mention. Chapter 3: The 25-Day Republic. By the 1840s, Mexico had taken control of California, but they barely governed it. The land felt wild and forgotten. In 1846, a small group of American settlers had enough. They stormed Sonoma, raised a homemade flag with a grizzly bear on it, and boldly declared the independent California Republic. This bold little nation lasted exactly 25 days. Just 25 days. And yet, that same bear flag they created in those chaotic few weeks is still flying proudly on the California state flag today. Chapter 4: The Madness That Changed Everything. Then came the spark that would set the entire world on fire. January 24th, 1848. A man named James Marshall found gold at Sutter's Mill. The news spread like wildfire. What happened next was absolute, uncontrollable madness. Hundreds of thousands of dreamers, known as the 49ers, dropped their entire lives and raced to California from every corner of the planet. Ships poured into San Francisco Bay so fast that sailors abandoned them and ran straight to the mines. San Francisco exploded from a sleepy village of 800 people to a wild, chaotic boomtown of 25,000 in less than 2 years. But behind all that glittering gold was an ocean of suffering, violence, and death. Chapter 5. From Boom to Global Power. After the gold rush faded, California didn't slow down. It reinvented itself again and again. It became the fruit and vegetable basket of America. Hollywood was born here because of endless sunshine and cheap land. Then came Silicon Valley, where old apple orchards were turned into the greatest technology empire the world has ever seen. California sent gold and soldiers to help win the Civil War and became a crucial part of America's arsenal during World War II. This state didn't just grow, it helped shape the modern world. Chapter 6. The dark side most people ignore. But no story this big is without deep scars. The Chinese who built the railroads faced horrific racism and violence. During World War II, over 120,000 Japanese Americans, many of them born in California, were forced into internment camps. Even today, the same state known for opportunity struggles with extreme homelessness, skyrocketing living costs, and deep inequality. Chapter 7. What does the future hold? So here is the big question we all need to ask. Is California still the ultimate land of dreams and endless reinvention? Or is it becoming a warning sign for what happens when ambition grows faster than wisdom and responsibility? Massive wildfires, severe water crises, and record numbers of people leaving the state. Yet, new dreamers still arrive every single day, chasing that same golden promise. From a fictional queen in a book to the fifth largest economy on Earth, California teaches us one powerful, dangerous truth. Dreams are incredibly powerful. They can destroy everything in their path, or they can completely transform the world. The next chapter of California is still being written, and the pen is in our hands. What do you think? Is California still the land of opportunity, or has the dream started to crack? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments below, and tell me, which state's untold history should we explore next?